So, when we first meet Aragorn in the first movie, he's in the corner of the inn. He's got a hood down right over his face. I think he's smoking a pipe, possibly. It has been a couple of years, so I might get some of the details wrong. And he's mysterious and a little intimidating. Doesn't seem like someone you'd really, want to mess with. And he speaks to the hobbits. I can't remember what he says, so I've missed a chance here. I can't do a terrible Aragorn impression, I'm sorry. But whatever he says is pretty succinct and a little bit mysterious because, he's not there for the chit chat. And in that moment, that is all the viewer needs to know. That's all they need to see. They've got the measure of what he seems like in that moment, that mystery, that sense of danger. That's it. Where he kind of intersects with the Hobbit story, that's it. As writers, we tend to overestimate the amount of context and information a reader needs, and I think this is because writers tend to mix up the context and information they need with what the reader needs, because the two are not the same. When you're building your world and your characters, because this is for world building as well, not just for character building, you need all this information. You need to understand it and them and their motivations, and all of this is really important for building vivid worlds and characters. But often the amount you need to share with your reader is dramatically different, because if we I know it's a movie and not a book, but the point still completely stands. If we'd paused the movie at that point and had a whole monologue about where he was born, who his parents were, and where he came from, and why he was doing this, and why he was in the inn, and how he felt about the whole situation in Middle-earth, it would have broken the pacing. But so often in books I see authors do this. They break the pacing by having this huge pile of information they hand to the reader. So try and build this habit. Ask yourself what the reader needs to know in that moment to truly understand the scene, the characters in it, what they're doing and their motivations, what is happening. How much do they need to know to understand that? How much is literally just for you? Some of the information you know about your world and characters doesn't actually need to go on the page. It's just there for you so you understand, so you can convey it well. And some of it they might need to know, but maybe they don't need to know all at this exact moment. Maybe they need a certain amount to keep the scene moving, and then you can weave more in. So if you practice that, you will start getting rid of the dreaded info dumping, which every author I've ever worked with has done, because we all do it. Just practice. Practice telling the difference between what do I as the author need to know to understand what I'm writing, and to make sure it's real and vivid and all the moving parts work, and what does my reader need to know in this moment to make this scene make sense. And you will normally find they are very different things.